So I look behind me, and the dude's right behind me, and I'm like, hey! And he turns away, he's like, nah, ain't worth it. He turns to my other friend, I think Lydia is long gone, she's like in the forest. Well guys, I'm recording this at 5 p.m. in the evening. Quite a conundrum we're in, I don't really know what to do. You know, I kind of feel like screaming right now, but nah, loud does not equal funny. Why would I scream? You know, I'm actually like sweating right now, and it's kind of funny because I got this new fan, and this thing is so technologically advanced. It has like, it shows how hot the room is. It has an LED display. I'm like, what is this? And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, my room gets extremely hot, okay? Not only do I live in the desert, so that contributes to it, my AC does not circulate anything through my vent, so I get none of the air. I probably get about 40% of the air that should be coming through. And then to add on top of that, I have this stupid computer that pushes all the hot air out so it doesn't like explode or whatever. That hot air just goes out into my already hot room, so my room's like 85 degrees or higher like all the time. And as someone who loves the cold and hates the heat, this is just a nightmare for me. So we decided to get another fan, but it really hasn't been doing much. It's just background noise when I sleep, really. It hasn't really been helping, but it is hot in my room and I don't have it on right now because I don't want that background noise while I record, because everyone wants this quality sound, right guys? Quality sound. What a beautiful microphone this is. Alright. If you can't tell okay. If you can't tell I'm a bit scatterbrained today, I'm honestly just all I've been thinking about is this FNAF stream. I know it's gonna be the death of me. I'm kind of scared I'm gonna get a police call because of how badly I'll be screaming tomorrow. I'm terrified. By the time you see this, I'm gonna be posting this on Friday, and the stream is, well, Friday. So if you're seeing this, what is it? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6... If you're seeing this 8 hours after the video was posted, the stream should be starting pretty soon, which is, terrifying. I just don't do well with horror games. I don't know. People say it's funny watching me play them, so I trust you guys and I do it, and I hate my life for a good 30 minutes. I'm just not a huge horror person. The best I can do in like that thriller terror genre is books. I can read those because you can leave it up to your imagination to just kind of build a little extra fluff around the scary parts. She was stabbed in the chest 17 times. Just imagine she's getting stabbed with a toy knife, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do that in your own head, even though you know that's not the case. It's just better that way. I'm trying to think if I've ever gone in any haunted houses. I always turn them down. I never want to do it. I do remember I snuck into a movie once that I was not supposed to go to. It was... well, I don't even remember what movie. It was that Australian horror movie about, like, touching the hand and being like, let me talk to you! Like, that thing where you, like, they touch the hand and then, like, they got possessed by the demons. We snuck in to see that. We were supposed to see... we were supposed to, I think, see a different movie, but then we couldn't. So we just snuck into a movie that we shouldn't have seen. I know I'm admitting to a crime. I think my audio isn't working. I genuinely can barely hear. Okay, as soon as I say that, it starts working again. Well, I'm being gaslit right now. But I remember we got up there, we were all dressed up in like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle outfits, like we were ready to go see this movie. And I don't know what happened, but one of us in our group was, I think, 18 at the time. No. Was it 16 or 8? I think it was 18. No, it was... I'm lying. I'm such a liar. I'm pretty sure it was Pete. It was, like, rated R. So you had to be 18 years old, and only one of us in the group had a driver's license, so we weren't allowed in. So we waited, like, 15 minutes, bought the tickets online where they didn't ask, and then just, like, snuck in. And I just remember going in there, and not only was I upset because I was about to watch a horror movie, and I hate those, but all of a sudden, some attendants start walking up and down the aisles like they're looking for somebody. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna find us. I thought I was gonna get caught. I thought I was gonna get arrested. I didn't even want to do this. I was genuinely like, guys, can we not sneak into the movie theater? And they were like, you're so lame. Let's do it. I got peer pressured. Yup, peer pressure story right here. The movie itself, I just closed my eyes for the scary part. That wasn't even the scariest part. The scariest part was getting arrested, possibly. I was like, I can't do it. I can't go back to jail. I already did my nickel. I ain't going back. I haven't been in any haunted houses, though. I have, in fact, been in an escape room that was horror themed. Technically 2, but the one was more serious. See, we were going for, I think, my friend's 16th or 17th birthday. And I just remember I got to her house. I was like, yo, what's up? We about to go over there? She's like, yup, but just know, I got signed up for the extreme difficulty. I said, why? Do you think I'm smart? I'm stupid. I'm not Einstein. I don't know how to solve. I've never been in an escape room before either. So it was like this extra scary one about some people going missing in a town. And we were like in the serial killer's house. And like, I just remember they were like, in 15 minutes, the serial killer's gonna arrive. We indeed did not solve that mystery. And then all of a sudden the lights go out. There's a TV monitor in the left corner of the room, and it just starts playing Tiptoe by the window, and I'm like, stop it, stop it. Then it goes, oh, and then boom, 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 this dude knocks on the door. It was just the attendant, the dude who was supervising us in the room through the cameras, telling us our time was up. But his timing was impeccable because we yelped. I actually have video. It's super grainy, so I can just play the audio for you if I can find it. We were all huddled on the couch. Just to be fair, I want it to be very clear. I was the first one to run to that couch. I have the survival instincts to survive at least like 3 minutes in a horror movie, okay? I have that, you know? There's no audio! Dude, I'm not crazy. Look! I don't hear this. I don't hear this right now. What do I do? Do I leave the game? I don't want to leave my homies like this, but I can't hear anything. Okay, so I like just spent the last 3 minutes explaining a story, but I explained it so poorly, I have to redo it. So, basically what I was trying to get at earlier was that I didn't really go into any haunted houses that I can remember, but another thing that I did was a haunted bus. See, it's basically a haunted house, but realistically it's not, it's in a bus, okay? That's very different. So basically in this haunted bus, there were some people walking around it, you know, just trying to spook you out. The worst thing about it, the first thing that should have tipped me off was that we had to sign waivers before we even went into this place. Strike one. Hello? Teammate is on life support. I gotta protect her. Are you shaking your head no? What? Hey. Alright, get out of here, you little rascal. So me and my same friend who hosted that other birthday party where we went to the escape room, let's just call her Lydia, okay? And I think one other friend was with us. So Lydia is just kind of dancing around. She's just kind of shimmying in the line while we're waiting. We already signed waivers for some godforsaken reason. I don't know why we did this. So while we're waiting in line, one of these people who's out there trying to spook you before you even get into the freaking bus, they're like, "What's your name, little girl?" My friend looks at her and goes, my name's Lydia. And so the lady working there, she peeks her head into the bus and she goes, "Guys, Lydia's here. She likes to dance." Get me off this bus right now. So Lydia's already dead. So I was just preparing myself. And then, you know, we went in there and there's all these rooms. There's people jump scaring you. I was screaming for my life. And just before we got out, there's one thing that we were observing as we were in the line. We noticed right as soon as you left the bus, there was somebody who was working in there who runs after you. As soon as you exit the bus, you don't just stroll out of there like, "Whew, man, that was scary." No, the horror continues. Okay, Francisca, you hear this? Are you hearing this? Yes, she understands. Francisca knows, okay? As soon as you exit that bus, you are still running for your life. The party ain't over, okay? There's a guy who runs after you with like a machete or something. So you have to just keep going. Even though you already left the bus, you ain't home free yet, okay? So we get to the very end and all three of us know we're gonna have to book it, and I'm ready. I'm ready to sprint. So as soon as I see the open curtain and I hear the person going, "Run!" I was like, oh nah. I am sprinting for my life. I look behind me, dudes are trailing right behind me. And the thing is, I'm telling you, this dude had the stamina, because he wouldn't just go a few seconds. Nah, this dude was actually chasing people for a straight, like, good 2 minutes after they left the bus. I'm ready to hop into my car and dip if this dude's gonna chase me to my car. Like, no. So I look behind me, and the dude's right behind me, and I'm like, hey guy, what's up? Please don't hurt me. And he turns away. He's like, nah, ain't worth it. He turns to my other friend. I think Lydia is long gone. She's, like, in the forest. I don't know. I'm not really into much of those like thrilling activities. Like I don't do roller coasters. Same location, they had this like roller coaster and I was in line. I had to get off. I sat in there and I said, you know what? No. And I just hopped out the roller coaster before it even went. I'm not a huge roller coaster gal. What can I say? I'm horrified of being dropped to my death. I'm sorry. Dude, I still can't hear a thing. So hopefully the audio isn't messed up. I really hope it's not. Otherwise this video is gonna go to waste. Alright, engagement bait, let's go. Everybody comment your biggest fears in the comments down below, okay? I don't judge. If you say you're scared of freaking marmalade or something, I don't care. I will not judge. I will understand completely. I'm scared of roller coasters, tornadoes, and car crashes. That is me, okay? I'm sure if I got on a roller coaster, I'd be fine. It's one of those things, like, I'm sure I'd be fine. But you talk about car crashes and tornadoes, that's where we start getting into, okay, this is actually deadly territory, you know what I'm saying? As a little kid, I used to have an irrational fear of this one store. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. Hobby Lobby. I had an irrational fear of Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna die. I'm actually on my deathbed right now. I have a few Australian and European viewers, so I'll explain it if you don't have Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is basically somewhere where you go for decorations. Not just holiday decorations, but basic stuff like signs to put up in your bathroom, carpets, and a few, you know, other stuff, whatever. Glitter, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, and we used to go there a lot of the time for just, because my family's really into crafts and stuff. My mother, she loves to do home crafts and things like that. She used to scrapbook a lot and things. Hobby Lobby is like her one go-to stop. She'd go there like all the time. And I remember one time I went in there and this store is just, it was just huge to me as a kid. I'd get lost very easily. I was probably 8 years old, and I'm playing around with tubes of wrapping paper that I found in the back section of the store. And I am putting my mouth at the end of the wrapping paper and blowing through it. I'm not supposed to be doing that, but I was making a funky noise. It sounded like a little, not a trumpet, but you know, an instrument. I was making an instrument out of wrapping paper. One of the employees, she was this older, probably middle-aged woman lady coming up to me. She is peeved. She comes up to me, she's like, hey, stop what you're doing. And I freaked out. Like, I genuinely thought I was in, like, the biggest trouble ever. I got screamed at. Like, this lady was not having my shenanigans today. So I ran to my mother, and I just stood behind her the whole time. And I remember this lady walked by later as we were still shopping, and she just looked at me. She gave me this side eye and she just walked away. So then for years, I'm talking till I got to like the 8th grade, I had this irrational fear of Hobby Lobby. I thought I was gonna get yelled at. I thought I was gonna get tortured and beaten to death if I walked into a Hobby Lobby ever again. Now that I work in retail, I wouldn't have yelled like that lady yelled at me. Sure, you know, people have their different methods of reprimanding people who aren't their children, right? If that was me and I was working there, I'd been like, oh, sorry, we can't do that, bud. You know what I'm saying? And like taking it out of my hands or whatever. Because at home, I never really gotten like yelled at like that. Like I was a pretty well-behaved kid, so I really was never yelled at like that. So when she did that to me, bro, I was feeling all the emotions. I was terrified. Was anyone else as a kid never able to handle getting yelled at? Because to this day, honestly, if someone yelled at me, I probably wouldn't be able to handle it. I don't like when people yell at me, okay? Please talk to me nice or don't talk at all. That's all I'm gonna say. Sometimes it takes a little tough love to get the message through. I get that, but man, I don't know. Getting yelled at, bro, it breaks me down. I don't care. It hurts when, like, teachers do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, in school, if a teacher ever yelled at me, for whether it was valid reasons or not, I've had both, I usually just break down crying. I don't care. I just died, and I lost all my life savings. I lost 1,600 gold. You know what? I should probably upgrade. Oh, I already have that. That's probably why I died. I didn't upgrade to diamond armor. I don't know what I was thinking. I still can't hear audio. This is fantastic. Oh, you know what? It's connected to my... I got it. I fixed the issue. I still can't hear, but I fixed the issue, guys. Aren't I so smart? Oh, I need to upgrade my bow. Is it 1,600 gold to upgrade again? Yeah, okay. How do I know that? I play this game too much. Here's the thing. Getting stuff like hate comments or like hateful messages, criticism, things like that, usually I can handle it if it comes from strangers. But when it's someone you like deeply care about or someone that knows you, that's when it really stings, you know what I'm saying? If a random stranger was like, yo, you're an absolute garbage human being, I'd be like, oh, thank you so much, and I'd leave it at that. Like, I actually would not care. But if someone I've known for even like a week was like, yo, by the way, you're kind of garbage, you would never see me come out of my room. I'd be hibernating for the next 8 months in depression. Watchdog, can you get this golem? He's not taking knockback. Get back. You know why I love creeper attack? Because it's creeper attack. It's just so awesome. I have like a whole strategy down for this game. It's not going very well, obviously. It's not... Oh my god, look at this! Well, that's a GG's right there, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. If you enjoyed it, then spread that positivity somewhere else. Make someone smile in your life today. They deserve it. If you're seeing this about 8 hours after this was posted, I should be live right now doing the FNAF stream, I promise. Francisca? Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey. Hey. She's giving me the do I know you attitude. What is wrong with you? Francisca! She's acting like she doesn't know me. Guys, she knows me. We go way back. We met each other like 15 minutes ago. Francisca, hey. Do you want to do the outro with me? All you have to say is see you guys next... I must be the wrong person. Well, I'll see you guys next week, okay? Alright, bye-bye! Francisca, ooh. Yeah, that's right, Francisca.